Hey guys, it's Pat from Pat's Brewery, and today we are brewing a hazy beer. So, a couple of months ago, I received some beer mail from Dude's Brews, Mr. Tricky himself from the Hop Edition podcast. And one of the beers that I got was, I do mean a number of months ago. But anyway, one of the beers I got was his award-winning Smells Juicy. So, he was also kind enough to include a link on the bottle to his Brewfather recipe. So, what do you do when someone says, here's an award-winning beer? You try and replicate it, and that's what we're doing today. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give it a go. See how it goes. I haven't been able to do it exactly because some of the hops that he mentioned in the recipe, I think it's like HBC, and there's a series of numbers, and the Malt Miller didn't have that in stock. So they did have a HBC, but not the same number after it. So yeah, I went with that instead. It still sounded like a nice flavour profile. So we will see. At the moment we're just heating up the water, so nothing to show you. But yeah, I don't know, because it's his recipe, I don't really feel like I'm quite allowed to share the ins and outs. But you know, effectively the main part of the malt bill is low colour golden promise, and then we've got some Weymann's Abbey malt, Dextrin, flaked wheat, I've got some Torrified wheat and some crisp flaked Torrified oats. So that's what we've got in there, and it's Mosaic, Dorado, and this HBC hop. But yeah, I'll give you a little bit more details as we go through. Let's say, just heating up the water, and we'll go from there. So we have mashed in. We was aiming for 67. I have overshot by 1 degree and hit 68. Not that big a deal. I'm just giving it a stir, and hopefully we'll lose a little bit of heat in a bit. You know, I was told it was only 2 degrees this morning, so I pushed it a little bit higher than planned. But what's 1 degree between friends? Hey. We've started the mash timer anyway, and tell you what, it's 67.9 right now. See, 67.9. Let's cover this up and let the mash begin. So this is the HBC hops that I was talking about. So it's 1019. It smells very tropical. It's a bit of peachiness. Yeah, tropical fruits is the main thing that I'm getting from this. I can't remember what the flavour profile for the original hops that Tricky used, but I imagine that this is going to be a really nice addition. Another hop that just happens to be the first time I think I've used Dorado. So let's have a little sniff. So Smells a little bit more. It's got similar like tropical notes, but it does smell a little bit more grassy or piney maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not the same sort of tropical flavours as or aromas coming from the HBC hops, but I know that obviously having a whiff of the raw hops doesn't exactly give you an exact profile, but very nice. I can see why a lot of people have been doing El Dorado in their beers. I just haven't got round to it, so what a time to try. Why not? So these are our hops. So we've got some Columbus to go in at 60. Not very much. It's about 5 grams. In Tricky's recipe it was more along the lines of 4.5 grams, but I've probably gone between 5 and 6 actually, mainly because my Columbus is a little bit old, so I don't know how that affects the alpha acids and bitterness. Potentially the oils aren't as prevalent, so we're a little bit higher there. With regards to the other hops, as I say, it's Mosaic, our HBC and our El Dorado. They're going to be going in at a hop stand. Going to be going in at a hop stand at about 75 or lower degrees C. I normally do an 80 degree one, but I've been listening a little bit more to what other people have been doing with their hop stands, and a slightly lower temperature has been called out as beneficial, so we're going to give that a go today. And with regards to the volumes, with the HBC and El Dorado, we're looking at about 38-39 grams each, and then it was just short of 60 grams I think for the Mosaic. We will be doing dry hops obviously. I think we're doing a Mosaic dry hop after 7 days, and then 2 days before kegging we're doing another Mosaic, HBC and El Dorado. With regards to the volumes on the second dry hop, it is basically the rest of the 100 gram pack on both the El Dorado and HBC. With the Mosaic, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll document it in the description. In the meantime, where are we at? Well, we have 10 seconds left on the mash. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. We've okay, we've lost 3 degrees in the mash. That's not too bad considering I took the lid off and gave it a stir about 15 minutes ago, so that's not too bad. Oh, do I get that? Do I get that Herms coil or not? I don't know. I don't know. I'm tempted. You know, would then be able to do mash out some bits and pieces, but let's have a little look. Whoa, steamy. So we're currently coming up to the boil. A little bit lower on volume. I was looking for about 58. I reckon we're probably closer to 57. Obviously I've got a very accurate measuring line there. Currently at 95, and we're just emptying out, so let's carry on. I would say we are boiling. Let's get a little bit of Columbus added in. Nice. So we're down to 74. Whirlpooling, add in our so we're now transferring in. I mean, just based off of that, I'd say we've got the start of a haze, but we will see. Hopefully it won't clear. You know, a lot of beers will start off this colour and then end up crystal clear, but we will see. We will see. As far as readings, I think I was aiming for 1062. I done a reading using the old, what one of these ones called? Reading on this anyway, came in at 1060, 1059, 1060. So we're just going to also take a traditional hydrometer reading as well. So having a little bit of a look on this one, and I'd say that's about 1057, maybe 1058 if we're lucky. We say 1058, round up. You know, because you've got to go to the that bit. So yeah, let's say 1057.5, 1057.5. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. So this is our 2-day before kegging dry hop. You can see that we are still nice and murky. Last time I checked the gravity, we were still a little bit high, but that was almost 6 days ago. So hopefully it will have finished by now. With regards to how much we're dry hopping, so we've got about 180 grams of hops there. That's basically 60 grams Mosaic, 60 grams Dorado, and 60 grams of the HBC hop. So let's stick this in. I'm probably going to need both hands for a little bit, so let's turn you off. There we go, back in the firm fridge. Looking forward to this. Well, that has gone brown. Or not. So when I tried this not that long ago, it had a much more orange colour to it. This is a matter of weeks. So it's only been in the keg a week or two. It's been in the keg probably 3-4 weeks, but you know, last week when I tried this was absolutely not this colour. So this may be a example of oxidization. Now we did ferment under pressure, but I did, you know, I cleared the CO2. Let's get this up close, and so we can see the problems that we may have faced. That does not look appealing at all. That had previously quite a lovely colour, really. Sadly, I think I've actually deleted the photo that I took originally of it. The aroma is still very citrusy, very tropical. The flavour is still good, but that looks grim. That really does. I mean, do I have another light or anything? Yeah, what's that? I mean, with the light on it, I'm seeing a little bit of that original colour, but no, I mean, that does not look like an attractive beer. As far as taste goes, I mean, incredibly hop forward, as you know, a hazy should be. I mean, it definitely is murky as hell. I mean, there's quite a lot of oats in this one. I'm still going to stand by it and say that it doesn't taste bad, But you know, first thing you consume with is the eyes, and no one's going to be looking at that and going, "Ooh, tasty." That's really quite disappointing. In that, I've got to brew this again. I've got to try. I've got to work out how I'm going to do it again to not get this result. I'll have another look at the recipe and see what's up. Yeah, that's grey. It's just there. But yeah, a lot of citrus, a lot of yeah. Okay, so let's call it what it is. It's a failure of a pint, but let's try this again. And yeah, this is just goes to proof that I don't just show you guys the good stuff that happens. I do also show you the negatives. So yeah, until next time guys, Pat from Pat's Brewery. Cheers.